The tiny trumpet. So I had this ginkgo leaf ribbon that was a Catherine's collection ribbon, and I thought that I painted that gold, and I thought that this would make a really nice trumpet because I liked the texture on it. So I'm using my circle template to figure out what size I want the wide end of the trumpet to be. And I'm drawing a couple circles, and I'm going to cut those out. After I cut them out, I fold them in half and I cut some slits in them for the hole in the middle. I usually make the wide end of the trumpet. I did it on the French horn also, using 2 circles because I like it to be really finished looking. So here I'm folding it in half and in half again so that I know where the center is, and I'm just cutting these slits, and this will be the hole for the trumpet. So here it is. I'm going to use a pencil to stick into the hole to kind of open it up a little bit. Well, I'm going to try 2 versions. I'm going to use the ginkgo leaf, but I'm also going to cut a trumpet out of this gold craft text. And I'm going to use the ginkgo as a guide because I kind of like the size of it. So I'm going to make it a little bit longer though, cutting it from the craft text. So after I cut it out, I'm going to glue that trumpet together, both of those actually, but I'll show you both versions. So I'm using a dowel just to soften up that shape so that it's easy to curl and then to glue. And I use my glue gun. I always use Gorilla glue sticks. Those I find work the best on all surfaces. So I need a second ring. One will thread through the trumpet. I'll show you what I mean by that. It's going to have a hole in it, and it's going to be, I'm going to cut a hole in the center, and then I'm going to cut a slit, and then I'm going to cinch it together so that it has more of a bowl shape, so that it's not as flat as the other circle. So I'm cutting out the circle, and then I'm going to cut the slit, and then I'm going to glue it this way so it's more of a bowl shape. So here's the trumpet. I glued it already with my glue gun, and I'm going to glue this into the cup shape. And then that's going to fit in like this, and I'm going to put glue around the edge of the long piece of the trumpet, and then carefully pull that up, just being careful not to pull it beyond that edge. And then the other circle is going to go right on top of that, and it really makes it look nice and finished, I think, at least. So here's one version, and I really like the way this looks, but I want to see how the ginkgo version looks as well, and I'm going to probably do it the same way. So here's the circle I'm going to glue into the more of a cup shape, and I'm going to slide the long part of the trumpet through there and glue that on, and then carefully pull it up just like I did with the other one. And we'll see which one looks better, which one I like better. And here's that last piece. So there it is, and here they are. And here's my angel that's going to be holding the trumpet. And I think I like the ginkgo one better. I just think it looks more angel-y. Thanks for watching. See you next time.